What's up, homie?
AFC North fans, Pittsburgh Steelers fans specifically, we got some Cincinnati Bengal love in the house. No Ravens, no Browns though, but we'll talk about them. Even though some of the fellas aren't here, Pay is traveling. B Dirt had a prior engagement. So in place of B Dirt, the wee boy of the year, we got the next best thing. The next best or maybe equal to in Bengal knowledge. We got Mr. Secondary Matrix himself in the building with us, the homie, Tim Lyons.
What it do, fellas?
Yeah.
Lieutenant Governor himself.
Damn
Lieutenant Governor.
right. Don't
We
be hating
salute
because
you.
you ain't got no title. You ain't got no title in the Matrix. You just
I don't want no title in the Matrix, Tim. I don't want
Hey.
none.
It's okay. That's where the truth lies.
No, that's not where the truth lies, Tim.
Hey, the thing is the Matrix. We tell the truth. No hot takes. No G bias takes. That's where.
No.
Hey, you know what? Hey, let's kick off the show with putting me in the Matrix. Just go ahead.
I'm not going to do that. You ain't did nothing.
I'm asking you.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Tim, that wasn't me, bro. That wasn't me. You hadn't did nothing yet to get put in the Matrix. That wasn't me. I'm just letting you know. Now, later on, if you get to tripping, hey, it is what it is. But as of right now,
if you get to tripping, bro, we might have to put you in there.
Never.
Because
I've only been in the Matrix one time. I've only been in the Matrix one time.
Rumor has it is you've been tripping.
I don't know where the hell you done heard some false rumors.
Rumor has it is he been flipping.
Yeah, flipping too.
I don't give a damn what y'all say. I told you I already got my Aaron Rodgers jersey. I don't give a damn about none of y'all. Y'all can talk about all you want. I went and got my jersey.
Bro. I went
and got mine, and I'm wearing it backwards as soon as it get here. Rodgers on the front.
Oh, Tim.
Yeah. What's up?
Did he just say that?
No, did he?
You got to chill.
Yeah.
Watch your words tonight, Tate. Watch your words tonight, Tate. I'm telling you, I'm on you.
On the front.
Watch your words tonight, Tate. I'm telling you, I got both eyes. I got a bead eyed on you. Watch your words tonight, buddy.
Hey.
I'm telling you. Don't mess up, because I got you. I'm gonna be looking all over. Like, yeah, Tim. Tim, soon as you started, man, you come to the show right off the back and get us to tripping on each other, man.
Yep, shots fired. It's all it takes.
We just getting started.
Get the party started,
man. We're gonna have some serious discussion.
Hey, Andre Coleman said we need to start putting people in the shadow realm. Not just the Matrix, the shadow realm. We got the rubber room, but we ain't got the shadow realm.
He want people to go hang out with Aaron Rodgers.
That's what it sounds like. Andre, that was diabolical. We ain't putting our quarterback in the shadow realm. He's all right.
Yeah,
man. Diabolical.
But fellas, what's happening, man? Tim, I checked out the Running Through the Jungle pod last night, man. Good stuff from you, B Dirt, and Jay Lacey. I'm still trying to figure out, man. Have he told y'all why Jay Lacey sits sideways all the time, man?
I think he likes it better that way. I don't know. It's kind of, it's kind of like, yeah, it's just like that. It's like, hey, let me look at the side of your head. Your head looks really nice, Tate. You got a nice line going on. Look at that line.
Oh, yeah.
Barbara did you up real nice. Look at that.
Appreciate it, man. You can see all the gray starting to come in, though.
Yeah, that happens. It happens. But yeah, I don't know why he sits sideways. It's kind of something that he likes to do. I don't know. I don't get it.
Tell that dude to turn his chair the right way. Tell him to come take some notes on the homies overtime. Pump your brakes, smash the gas, know-it-alls, and take some notes and face the camera the front way. Tell him come take some notes.
I like that. You know what? Noted. I'll pass the message along to him.
That's a grown man. He ain't finna listen to none of y'all.
No,
I don't care.
Maybe
I'm gonna put it out there.
maybe he like his side profile better.
This trash.
Maybe that's his good side. You know how some people think that they got a good side and a bad side. Maybe he thinks that like that's his good side.
Look at the camera. Stop it.
This my better side because this eye kind of lazy.
Yeah, but it's all good, dog. You're supposed to face the people. We
Face the
ain't
people.
here, we ain't here to deal with trying to get our profile. We're here to deal with the people. We're here to deal with the people. You can make an adjustment with a camera all day and night. And Tim, you tell him I said it. You tell him. And if he got an issue, he can come on this show and we'll deal with it.
Noted. I'll tell him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Big G. The homie Brent Howe asked, did the people in the back of the room snicker at me and talk about me and get me in trouble? Man, I never got in trouble in school, did I?
Dog, don't put yourself in the matrix for lying, dog.
I asked the question.
He's lying already.
The answer is no.
Throw the Bible
the answer is no.
Right. I never got in trouble.
The answer is yes, you got in trouble quite often.
Hey man, do they still? I know they don't have Saturday schools no more. Do you have kids recently out of high school in the last 10 years? Do they still have Saturday school?
No.
No.
They got in-school intervention. They got in-school intervention.
Oh, okay. Okay. We call that study hall.
We call it just to get our clown on some more. That's what we call it. I don't know what you call it. We call it getting our clown on some more. I ain't got to go to class at all.
Come on, they put you in a room with a whole bunch of other bad jokers.
Yeah, and send your work to the room. And so you still going to get credit. Man, we was in there beating the tables, beatboxing, doing all kind of stuff. And until the librarian couldn't take it no more. and then she tell on us, take no. Then she tell on us. And then we had to go see Mr. D or Mr. Miller.
Oh no, I got back then. I got paddle. I bet it ain't one teacher, nobody you can name in junior high school that didn't paddle me. Name anybody.
Damn.
Miss Apaya didn't paddle you.
I swear to God, Miss Apaya paddled me.
Damn, tell you
the little old peaceful Indian lady that taught English paddled me. Miss Weimer, Miss Apaya.
Miss Weimer was little.
Miss Weimer paddled me, man. Rest in peace. Miss Weimer passed away too.
What was our gym teacher name? The lady, she paddled you too?
But I ain't had no lady. Mr. Zuber, Mr. Carr got me though.
Oh, Mr. Carr wasn't to be played with.
I already know. Mr. Mix got me.
Oh, Mr. Mix, he thought he was tough. But Mr. Carr and Mr. Gerber, they
Gerber got me too.
Them boys was bodybuilders back then.
Yeah, back then.
They was trying to knock you clean up over the desk. Clean up over the desk.
Hey, Mr. Zuber, Mr. Bixel, Mr. Hanser, Mr. Z. Mr. Z live across the street from me. From my mom.
Mr. Z lit my ass up like a Christmas tree too, dog. He tried to knock me over the table.
Y'all were bad.
Hey,
man,
Tim, it was take a paddle or we call it home and tell your parents. I'm taking a paddle all the time.
Go and hit me, dog.
I agree with you.
Don't call the late great. Don't call the late great because I'm about to fight when I get home. I'm either gonna have to run or I'm gonna have to fight when I get to the crib. I'll take my punishment here, bro.
All I gotta say is if I got in trouble at school, I was guaranteed the chancla when I got home. I was getting a shoe thrown at me.
You was getting what?
A shoe threw at me.
The shoe that turns corners.
The chocolate. My mom was like, and then
did you and B Dirt was still together? Did he used to get in trouble?
Brandon, I don't know if I should answer that question, but his mom already knows. The truth. Actually, you know what? To be honest with you, his mom already knows if she's listening.
Yeah,
he used to get in trouble. He used to get in trouble all the time. Like she would make sure that I was with him if he was going to go out and do X, Y, and Z. She was always like, "Is Tim going to be with you?" Yeah, okay, fine. Because I was actually a really good kid back in the day. And Brandon's mom, Darlene, loved me. So yeah, Brandon, he was a little bit of a troublemaker, but he was an only child. What do you expect?
Right. One of my best friends, shout out to your homie Larone, Mama Pam. She used to call me Eddie Haskell. So you know what that means.
I sure did.
My nickname was Eddie Haskell. Hey, P, I wasn't bad. I mean, I
wasn't bad.
No.
Yeah, okay.
No, I always was talking though. That's what it was. I wasn't like doing stuff, getting in big trouble.
So they would paddle you for talking? Come on, Tate.
No, but I would
Come
always
on.
be getting sent to the office or something, man. I want to like pulling fire alarms and doing all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm alluding to. I got in a few fights, not a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
And
over West for sure.
Yeah, and always talking. Remember Big Carlos Tyson?
No, he wasn't to be played with neither.
We got into it.
Yeah, he wasn't to be
right
played
there.
with neither.
He was back then. He probably was about in junior high, like 6'4", probably about 205 or something like that.
He the only dude I seen go toe to toe with Kurt, so I gave him props right off the back. I was like, dang, Kurt got him ultimately, but they was going toe to toe for a little bit. I was like, man, damn, he could take them hits. I was like, ooh.
Kurt, man, well, you was in 8th grade. I was in 7th grade. It's a whole bunch of big rough cats back then. I remember Richard and Dre Ramsey and Kurt and Corey Holland and shout out to all them old
Todd.
Todd went with you. Todd didn't go. I wasn't in junior high with Todd.
He wasn't to be played with neither.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah, but I know how Todd is. I'm just saying we didn't go to West together.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was in 9th grade. I was in 6th. And our junior high back then was 7 through 9. So the freshman was like the big kids.
Now,
but
what
yeah,
elementary school did you guys go to?
I went to Roosevelt.
Yeah, I went to Horseman.
Yeah, I went to Furrow.
You went to Furrow?
Yeah, I went to Furrow because I didn't transfer. Then I went to I was in Furrow, and then I went to St. Charles, and then I went to Bath.
You was over there at Furrow with Lamar right now?
Yeah. Yep.
There was some badass kids too.
Yeah.
There was some badass.
And now Furrow's no longer there, right?
Nope.
That's a grocery store. They tore it down. It's a grocery store over there.
That's so many memories.
Yeah. Mike, you went to school with Mike West. How many Mike West too then?
Yep.
Mike West, Kenny Dorn.
Another badass kid. He's just naming all the badass kids.
But they went to Fro though. They went to Fro.
I went to
They
Fro.
were some badasses, bro. I already know.
Okay, Tim, I ain't never know that though.
Yeah. I grew up on West Spring Street.
Where at?
Where?
So you know where St. Rita's is, right?
Yeah.
Or down on the other end.
If you go from St. Rita's to West Spring Street, our house was right in the middle, big old duplex blue house.
Between what? Between Collin and Baxter?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I know.
Yep.
I remember the house.
Yep.
That's where LaRone grew up. I was over there all the time. That's where the lady that called me Eddie Haskell. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right there in that block.
Yeah, right there down at the corner. We used to break dance and all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know that. Tim was in the hood, Big G.
Yeah, he was.
I grew up.
Tim, let me see you do this one time. Do this one time, Tim.
I grew up mostly.
See it for life, baby. What's time for life, baby?
Yeah. So I grew up. So my grandparents had a house on Metcalf. So that's where I grew up as a small child. And then when I went to elementary school, then we moved to Spring Street.
You a West Sider. You a West Sider for sure.
Yeah.
You West Sider.
Yeah. So I didn't grow up, in Bath. I didn't go there till the 4th or 5th grade or whatever it was. But yeah.
Hey,
anyway,
man, we've been flashing back for the first 12 minutes.
yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let me shout out everybody.
This flashback Friday.
Let me shout out everybody. What's up,
ahead, man?
Toddy? Felicia girl Hey, Felicia. Listen, tell me in the chat what happened, man. I want to know really what happened because I done heard all kind of rumors. Tell me in your words what happened, Felicia. I want to know what really happened, man. After what's going on? When she put it up there, I'll explain the backstory. Jay's up her teeth, and Felicia, Jay's up her teeth said he down with it. He said now he got all his grill fixed. He said bring it. He said whatever it take. He told me that straight up. AFL 67, Pittsburgh Toddy, Jaime Carlo, John Caldwell, Brent Howell. Who else is in it? Craig is already in here. Juice Bellamy, Andre Coleman, Jay Steed, Andre Green, Reginald Rivers. We got the normal crew, man. Jar Devil, we got the normal crew. Luke Cage, OJ Glove. Yeah.
Too much Ohio in the podcast.
No, we're going to talk about the Steelers, bro. Trust me. We almost got the whole thing. Rodney, what's cracking, bro? We all right.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? If you watch and stay with us, we about to take our first break real quick and come back and get into the ball of it all. Football of it all. But so yeah, if you watch on YouTube, stay with us. We're not going anywhere. If you listen on the audio platform, we have to hear a few words from our partners and advertisers, and we'll be right back after this. And we're back on the homies Friday night with three of the homies, just two of them missing. B Dirt missing, but we're gonna go ahead and get it started, man. Real quick, Big G. Let's talk about the Steelers briefly, then we'll finish up with the Steelers. But in the middle, I got some bingo questions for Tim and some stuff Joe Flacco said about the Browns quarterback room. So, man, Big G, they're right there. Luke Cage, just go ahead, go from there.
The word in the Steelers streets is we about to get another defensive back. We either gonna get Jalen Ramsey or we gonna get Jair Alexander. We about to get another DB. And the word in the street is, now, Omar, don't take this personal, what I'm going to say to you, bro, because I know you be listening to me. Omar, you got to stop being cheap, dog. Now is not the time trying to fleece people for a top wide receiver, a top tight end. You're going to have to give up some of that draft capital to get the offensive side of the thing taken care of. We got 12 picks, Omar. So you're going to have to either give up a third, and for the right guy, you might have to give up a second. But that's okay if you get the right piece. But I think we're going to add an offensive piece and a defensive piece. And I think if you add that to our team, yeah. I think right now we're still second in the conference based on what our current roster, additions to the defensive line, additions to the defensive backfield, the improvement of the linebackers, the damn for sure improvement of the offensive line, and Caleb Johnson is a dog. So if we add a little piece here, you know how like you got all the ingredients and you just need to add in one or two pieces? That's it. We there. We got the roux going. We got the shrimps on the side. We got some smoked sausage. We just got to add, we maybe need some filet and some crab legs, and we're going to be cooking with gas, bro. So that's just my interpretation of what I'm hearing right now today. Because mandatory minicamp is over, and Aaron Rodgers is going to fly everybody to the West Coast, including 3 of the offensive linemen. Zach Frazier, Jones, and Fautano is going to the West Coast with the skill position players to hang out for like a month with Aaron Rodgers to build team camaraderie. So I'm excited.
Man, them jokers ain't hang out for no month.
Thought they going to be out there. What else they got to do but to hang out with Aaron Rodgers?
They got families, man. They go maybe a week. They ain't hang out for no month.
They're going to be out there for a while, bro. They're going to be.
When
you see the footage, you're going to be like, damn, they've been out there for a minute. Yeah, they've been out there for a minute, though.
Yeah, but you said a month. Like that's like now till training camp. Ain't nobody doing that.
Maybe. What she said.
But Big G, that's from Felicia. Go ahead, man.
It said, look, Alonzo Duh had made a comment that was two-edged or double meaning. But Big B hyped it up, and now Alonzo and I are an online couple. But I'm in Louisiana and Alonzo's in Georgia. Where are you at, Felicia, in Louisiana? I need to know. And it said, Felicia said, look, go ahead.
No, is that context to what you was asking her about?
Yeah. Where you at? Where you in New Orleans? Where you at? Because you know that's my old stomping grounds. But I'm gonna leave that alone right now.
But yeah, man. So back to the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
I think the highest round pick that they willing to come off of is a 4th round pick.
For what?
I think.
For
she said Lake Charles. I'm just saying. Period.
For either the corner or the wide receiver or the tight end?
That's most they will spend. They want to keep their draft capital intact. They'll spend some on 4th and below, but I don't see them spending. They're not giving up no 1st, 2nd, or 3rd.
See, Omar trying to fleece, bro. This ain't the time to fleece.
But Big G, what I feel like he's doing is he's slow rolling it, man. He waiting to see who somebody gonna get cut. So a lot of teams got big wide receiver rooms, large number of wide receivers in this room. And some people gonna get cut. Then he get the bargain shopped in. You gotta be patient, man. You gotta let the market dry out a little bit.
Nah, bro. Now, and I'm gonna say this is why I'm saying nah. Well, only if you think that Calvin Austin is third or Roman Wilson can turn into suitable wide receivers in the offense, and then you just need one more piece just to help them out. But nah, bro, this ain't listen. We got a one-shot deal with Rodgers. You do what you need to do to get him another piece. You do what you need to
But
do.
you don't do it, especially for the future. I think they willing to bring somebody in. I'm not spending a. If they spend a second or third, it's gonna be somebody that they can believe in. They can re-sign. That's gonna be a consistent number two.
Yeah,
Not.
I want Romeo Dobbs, bro.
I would get Romeo Dobbs, but you get him for a fifth. You get him for a fifth. I take him. He probably my favorite right now. I mean, if I'm trading, and I can trade something in what I'm willing to give up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I like the way Aaron Rodgers looked. Tim, what do you think about the way Aaron Rodgers looked this week, man? Just from the clips you saw and stuff.
And don't be a diabolical hater, Tim.
Man, shut up. Anyways, you know what? Let me do my take, and then you can give me all the slack you want. But no, Aaron Rodgers, I've seen some of his footwork, his throwing, his feet look really, really good. He's got quick feet. Quick feet. His arm looks pretty damn good. I saw he was throwing some dots, and that's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is he's got an arm on him. Let's not all he might be 41 years old, but he's still an athlete. So, but I'm pretty impressed to see how he's doing. I can't wait to see him on the field with the Pittsburgh Steelers and see how he works into that offense. But he's looking pretty good.
Hey, Tim, I appreciate that, man. That's why I hit you with the fact sign, man. But I want to point something else out to people. People are talking about Aaron Rodgers is 41 years old. Aaron Rodgers sat on the bench the first 3 years in Green Bay.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers sat a whole season in New York because of torn Achilles. As far as football life, Aaron Rodgers is like 36, 35, 36. That's a big difference, bro. His body ain't took all them hits and all whatever else, bro. He ain't took all them. So it's a big difference. He might be a 41-year-old, and Tim, that's why he looks nimble. That's why he still got a quick release. That's why he still got good feet, because his body hasn't taken that, because he sat on the bench the first 3 years in Green Bay and then sat out a year with the Jets. He good, dog.
I'm gonna say I kind of agree with you. But with those injuries, with the Achilles injury, but he's actually looking a little bit smaller than what he has in the past. He's not looking, thicker and muscle, just I don't know. He just looks smaller than what he normally does.
Shout out to the homie Austin Zart from over there Run Through the Jungle podcast. He said he can't wait for Rodgers to get sacked in games. It won't be by Trey Hendrickson, that's for sure.
Or Stewart, the defensive end for them either, or Murphy. None of them.
Okay.
And Joe Burrow might not get sacked by TJ Watt either.
You can count that one, bro.
Let's get into it then, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Bengals are tripping about contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's. I got a clip from Pro Football. What's the one Mike Florio on, man?
Mm-hmm. You be watching all of them, bro. I can't catch all of them.
This one right here.
And there's a lot of stubbornness in Cincinnati. We saw it with Carson Palmer. We see it with Trey Hendrickson. And I don't think they're going to blink. And I think Mike Brown's attitude is fine. I'll keep your money. Stay home. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, the Bengals, the way they handle certain things, it's becoming a little hard to root for them, because I root for the players and the team, but it's also like, man, the organization just can't get out of their own way at times. It's annoying. I don't know what changes are, or what changed them all of a sudden to go this route. Maybe did Jermaine Burton, and some of his off the field antics, and him not being totally professional as a rookie last year, did that make them reevaluate these default thing in the contract? I don't know. But I feel for Shamar Stewart. One, he was a polarizing pick to begin with because he only had 1.5 sacks. You heard me say he's one of the freakiest guys in the draft. To me, he was one of the safest guys in the draft because his floor is like, he's your starting D lineman, DN that gets 8 sacks a year every year anyways. He's made for the NFL. But, he's in a tough situation here, and I totally understand where he's coming from. You could see, he's got great charisma. We met him at the Combine. He's awesome. He has superstar type of personality and smile and look about him. And it's just unfortunate here that we're in second year in a row. We're talking about Cincinnati contract bullshit instead of their football team.
So, Tim, what do you think about what Phil Simms had to say, man? I mean, Chris Simms. I'm sorry.
Chris Simms. I was like, that's not Phil Simms, but yeah, Chris Simms. I agree with him to a certain extent. So let me break it down for you guys. So I've been covering this subject for 2 weeks now, 2 or 3 weeks about Shedeur Stewart. Shedeur Stewart's contract has a clause on it that states that if he, let's say, fails a drug test or gets in some kind of altercation on the field or off the field, it could void future guarantees. Okay. Problem is the Cincinnati Bengals, out of the whole NFL, are the only team that have this clause, because even though there are this similar clause in the 31 other teams, the 31 other teams clauses, if any of that would happen, they would get punished and they would lose that year's guarantee for that year. But the Cincinnati Bengals want to put future years. So the player could lose years 1, 2, 3, and 4, or whatever the Cincinnati Bengals determine. Now, as a Cincinnati Bengals fan, I've been a Bengals fan for 40 plus years now, and I love my Cincinnati Bengals, but the front office is screwing this up for Shedeur Stewart, because Shedeur Stewart is a great character guy. He is a great kid. He had zero issues when he was in college and all the way up until he was drafted at draft night. He has done, I understand it. I get it. But the front office is screwing this up. And it's not, and people are like, oh, the Cincinnati Bengals are cheap. Stop that nonsense. I'm going to tell you this right now. Stop that nonsense. Because the Cincinnati Bengals, you guys want to say they're cheap. Well, we signed Ja'Marr Chase, $40 million, and we signed T. Higgins, gave him a bag. Now we're dealing with this Trey Hendrickson situation. We've been dealing with this Trey Hendrickson situation for actually 2 or 3 years now. We were kind of late to get on the bus with this, but unfortunately, we're still dealing with this Trey Hendrickson situation. Now, Shedeur Stewart situation. But I 100% agree with Shedeur Stewart in his camp and his father. His father went on a show and was talking about this clause, and, they did not put this in any other contract, any other rookie contract. And let's not forget, first rounders are the only ones that get guarantees.
Mm-hmm.
So the Cincinnati Bengals want to play this game. And I don't know what the situation is. I honestly don't know. I don't understand it, because let's see here. The last person that we had that had character issues was Jermaine Burton. He's a 3rd round pick. This clause means nothing because nothing's guaranteed to a 3rd rounder.
Mm-hmm.
So then we also look at it
I asked B Dirt about Jermaine Burton because Joe Burrow said he's matured. He's maturing.
Yes.
So I asked B Dirt about it. I got this comment because he knew he wasn't gonna be here, so he said what he thought. So if you want to go ahead and read it right there, if you can go ahead and read it for him.
Yeah. So B Dirt's, or the number one wee boy of the show, he said it seemed to strategically set the bar so low on his maturity level that he really had nowhere to go but up. The true test will lie in how he handles success. If he does take that step forward this year, still a lot to prove, but I'll be rooting for the kid. He's definitely talented. That's on Jermaine Burton and Beater.
Right.
So
did anything Burton did his rookie year have anything to do with what's going on with Shedeur Stewart?
I don't think it is. I just think the Bengals are trying to set this standard, or whatever the situation is. But if we look at past contracts, and even the new contracts that were just done with Ja'Marr Chase and T. Higgins, they don't have this clause in that contract. Mm-hmm. And Shedeur Stewart has had, like I said, no issues. But the thing is another thing is that could happen is this is on this clause. If he was to helmet to helmet tackle somebody, that clause could affect his guaranteed future years, his guaranteed money in future years. Anything that would piss the Cincinnati Bengals front office off, it could affect his future guarantees.
Yeah.
So
the clause basically says if he screws up in any capacity, they can cut him with no reprimand.
Cut him. They can take money away. Anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So it's not because we all know the first round they get it's guaranteed what they're going to get. It's not like it's the Cincinnati Bengals going to work
slotted. It's slotted. Yeah.
It's slotted. So it's already set in stone. But the Cincinnati Bengals will put this clause in there, and it's straight BS. I agree with it. I don't blame him for he is the only first rounder to not participate, and now he didn't even show up on Thursday.
Hey Tim, real quick, I had to slide with Jermaine Burton. You see the tiger on the left. That's y'all. That's y'all offense. The tiger on the right. That's y'all defense.
That's big facts.
So I'm gonna address you on this. So yes, our offense is that that Bengal tiger that's ready to
ferocious.
Throw it out.
Yeah.
Now our defense. Let's not forget we lost 7 games last year by 6 or less points. 6 or less points we lost 7 games by. 2 of those games I'm gonna say probably about half of those games we should have won. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but it didn't matter in the end. But I think, and I'm being optimistic here because I am an Al Golden supporter. I am a Golden Domer, as G knows and as Tate knows and everybody else knows. I love Notre Dame. I watched Al Golden come into Notre Dame and turn that offense into that defense into a top 10 defense in the nation. Mm-hmm. Al Golden is going to play his young guys, is going to get those guys in the mix. Lou did not do that. Lou stuck to his veterans only. And then when the young guys got a chance to come in, they're shit out of luck. They were like, okay, what do you want me to do here? But Al Golden is doing this next man up mentality. And he even spoke about it in his press conference a couple days ago, yesterday or the day before, whatever it was, that he is doing this next man up. Because if whatever player, gets hurt or whatever, then that next man up can fill in their spots. So, But
Tim, if you ain't got Hendrickson and you ain't got Stewart and you just cut Jermaine Pratt, that's your ass, postman.
That's one thing.
There's a reason. But there's a reason behind it.
Hold on. Big G, I'm gonna come to you first. Well, next, and Tim, you address Big G however you want. I'm gonna play a clip from last night's Run Through the Jungle.
Mm-hmm. And then I gotta take stray bullets. I wish I could go on the homies tomorrow because I gotta take stray bullets from my boy G yesterday, saying the Bengals are trash. I guarantee you tomorrow he's gonna say something, Tim. The Bengals are trash. They're not signing their guys. Guess what? TJ ain't there either, bro.
Nope, he is not.
You ain't got him signed.
Right.
Like, don't throw stones in a glass house, cuz.
Mm-hmm.
Look at your quarterback situation. Calm down. Get out of here with that, man. He flip-flops back and forth. I can rewind stuff to 6 months ago, and he can talk about, how great the Bengals are doing, and he loves this and loves that. Then he goes, I don't know if we can sign them. I don't think you can sign. You'll never sign those 3 guys. You'll never sign those 3 guys. Well, now you sign those 3 guys. Now you don't have any money left over for anybody else. Well, you got money left over. Why aren't you signing Trey? Like, dude, make up your mind. Pick a side to be on in the fight and fight on that side. I can't. Tim, I hope you keep him straight.
There's my response to B-Dirt. The Cincinnati Bengals is freaking dumpster juice. They don't have nothing going on defense. And to be honest, they're what's wrong with the NFL. You don't put all your money into 3 dudes and tilt your franchise in position to where your stud on defense, who's held it down forever, you unwilling to negotiate it, and then you cut your heart and soul of who's the best defender on your team the last 3 years, you cut him and let him walk. That is called big trash football, and y'all stuck in purgatory forever. You ain't gonna sniff no championship.
What you say about the part that TJ not signed either though?
So that's 1 to 3. Who gives a damn? But guess what, Tate? TJ gonna sign. I ain't worried about that. But you know who ain't gonna sign? Hendrickson. He ain't playing for the Bengals. He ain't taking for that little cheap money and all. You pissed him off when you didn't sign Higgins. You pissed him off, when you signed Higgins and you didn't take care of him because he's been the anchor of your defense. And then on top of that, you let his boy walk out the door. Who's your best player on defense? Who's your best player?
Mm.
That Pratt wasn't your best. Stop that, Tim. Pratt
All
wasn't
right,
your best player.
Tim,
Okay.
go.
You know
Tim,
what?
go.
I'll straight address you right now, Big G. Pratt was a big issue. Missing tackles. Yeah, he had the most tackles on the team. Who gives a frick? Really, honestly. Yeah, in years past, he made great plays in the playoffs, made interceptions, and, we got to the playoffs and all that stuff. That's great. But his character in the locker room and then him missing easy tackles was becoming an issue. And he didn't want to be in Cincinnati no more. As soon as Lou got fired, Pratt said, I want out the door. Pratt asked to be traded. It wasn't the Cincinnati Bengals saying, hey, we're going to cut your ass if you X, Y, and Z. No, Jermaine Pratt, as soon as Lou got fired, said, I want out. You can shake your head all you want because that's how it actually happened. 2, Trey situation is not done with. Let's not forget, we have $28 million on the books. Jermaine Pratt got cut. That's another $5 million. Mm-hmm. Trey Hendrickson's this year's deal is $16 million. We got 32, 33 million to play with right now. Mm-hmm. That's give or take, adding practice squads and, whatever else, to pay those other guys.
You got to put $10 million for the rooks, $10 million. And you got one rook that ain't signed and slotted yet.
You're right, but it'll get done. I guarantee you this stuff will get done before the season starts. Because Trey Hendrickson, they got to get Trey Hendrickson done. Trey Hendrickson,
no, they don't. They can trade Trey Hendrickson.
It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Because you know why? The Trey Hendrickson's camp stuck foot in mouth when they said to the Cincinnati Bengals front office, they will get a first round for Trey Hendrickson. You ain't getting a first rounder for a 30-year-old defensive end. You're not getting it. I don't care.
We get a first, third, and a fifth for our 30-year-old defensive end.
And who's your 30-year-old defensive end?
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt is not. Hold on. TJ Watt is not a defensive end. He is an outside linebacker edge rusher. Let's get that right.
TJ Watt is in the edge end position 90% of the snaps. All he does is rush the quarterback.
He's an edge and Hendrickson's a DN in the 4-3.
So let's hold on. But I'm going to set this. This is the other thing I want to say about Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson is not TJ Watt. He is not Myles Garrett. He is not Miles, what is it, Micah? What's his name from the
Micah Parsons, Max Crosby, or TJ Watt. He ain't none of them.
Any of those. You're right, because Trey Hendrickson has one move. He's a one-move guy. Yeah, he got 17.5 sacks for the last 2 years. Great. Look at his tackles that he's gotten the last couple of years. If Trey Hendrickson's tackles doubled or even maybe went up by 30 tackles, I bet you they'd have no worries in the world. But
I bet money Henderson's tackles is close to Watt's tackles. I bet money they close.
40. He had 40 tackles last year.
Not 40. Including his sacks.
Not including his sacks. 40. Mm-hmm. So it's hard.
That's the fact, Jack.
So it's hard to say, you know what? Do you give him $40 million? No, you can't. He's not TJ Watt. He's not Myles Garrett. I'm not giving him $40 million.
Yeah, he's a good defensive end. He's not an elite defensive player.
He is a great pass rusher.
Yeah.
When it comes to everything else, Trey Hendrickson is not that.
So okay. We let me ask you guys this real quick. We're gonna go to break and come back and briefly talk about the Browns quarterback room, then go ahead and get back on the Steelers. Mm-hmm. No Diddy.
Oh, yeah, no Diddy, no doubt.
We're going to talk about the Steelers again.
No Diddy.
But, okay, fellas, let me ask you this. Between the two teams, the Steelers and the Bengals, who has better offense?
Bengals.
G?
It ain't that far apart.
G? Answer the question.
I'll say the Bengals for now.
Okay, hold on, yo.
For now, with a big asterisk on it. With a big asterisk on it.
okay, let's see here. We got Joe Burrow. You got Aaron Rodgers.
Well, hold on. I don't want to get deep in the weeds. All Big G had to do is answer the question. Okay. I say it's the Bengals. Period.
Okay. Yep.
Who has the better defense?
Steelers. That ain't even close.
Steelers, no doubt.
Yeah.
Big G answer the question.
Pittsburgh.
Okay, let me ask both y'all this. And now, Bengals have the superior offense, regardless of how close you think it is, Big G. Bengals have the superior offense, still have the superior defense. Do you like the Steelers' chances on offense against the Bengals' defense, or do you like the Bengals' chances against the Steelers' defense better?
We hitting y'all asses 2 times this year for at least 30 points. We gonna hit y'all for at least 30. Bet corner time. Bet corner time.
No, you're not, because you know what happened?
Bet it. Bet the corner time.
No, I'm not betting you the corner time, because you know what? I already bet you that you guys are going 7-10.
Oh, you might as well turn around in the corner right now. It's over. You might as well go in and turn around.
What happens at the half? What happens at the half part of the year? What happens to the defense for the Steelers the half part of the year?
But you know why it's different this year?
Y'all get tired.
We got complimentary. Hold on, no. We can play complimentary football, and we got depth in the defensive line and depth.
I bet you said that last year too, G.
I promise you I didn't. I promise you did.
I bet you if I go back,
I promise you I did
the same damn thing.
You can go back and look all you want to. We playing complimentary football this year.
Okay,
and we got depth in the defensive line and depth with the defensive backfield. We gonna hit y'all for 30, and y'all might not get 30.
Okay.
I think the Bengals are a top 5 offense. I think the Steelers will be a top 5 defense for the entire year. I think the Steelers offense is top 15. I think the Bengals defense is probably top 25.
They're a little bit lower.
Maybe.
A little bit lower, about 28.
Yeah.
So
I agree. That's a
coaching way above them. Special teams way above them. Come on, dog. Come on, bro.
Okay. You know what? You can believe what you want. I'm not gonna say.
Oh, I know.
I
know for sure the Steelers ain't going 7-10.
That's the difference between. That's between
you can take that to the bank.
You and Tate. Tate listens, and then he processes what he says.
Tim, Mike Tomlin has never had a losing record. Okay. What the hell are you talking about?
Never say never.
It ain't happening this year with Aaron Rodgers playing quarterback. You done lost your damn mind. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing record. Never. Ever. And you're going to spend – he was winning with Duck Hodges, Mitch Trubisky, baby hands Kenny Pickett. Are you freaking serious? Stop that, bro. Stop. That's what – put his ass in the matrix, dog. Put him in the matrix.
Lost steps. For what?
We're having a legit debate right now. I mean, he's just giving his opinion. We're going back and forth.
How did we get worse? DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers makes us worse? That's diabolical.
How many touchdowns did DK Metcalf have last year?
I don't give a damn. He's going to have more this year with Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, man.
He's going to have more this year with Aaron Rodgers.
We're about to go ahead and go to our second break. And we right back after this. If you watch it on YouTube, stay with us. We're not going anywhere. Listen on audio after a few words from our partners. And we'll get back to the rumble in the jungle between Big G and Tim Lyons. Be right back after this. And we're back on the homies Friday night. I'm here with the homies Tim Lyons in the building for Running Through the Jungle, home of the Matrix. 17. Tim join us.
Sound ridiculous.
Big G got his boxers in the bunch because Tim's sharing his opinion, but I respect Tim's opinion. But I would side with Big G and say that if you just believe in analytics and trends and numbers and all that stuff, Mike Tomlin's never gone 7-10. I mean, I think 9-8 is probably the floor for this team this year.
Facts.
I'm a fan. So it won't be a losing season though.
Hell no.
It could be missing the playoffs by a game or two, but it won't be a losing season.
No, hell no. The basement is 10-7. That's the basement. 10-7.
Good. But okay, so I want to hear what old man Joe had to say about the Browns quarterback room. Let's listen to Joe Flacco talk about the quarterback room and These little whippersnappers.
It was different, and the difference was that even when it got easier in like 2011, I think, everybody that was playing at that point had been through two-a-days at some point in their life. Guys that come in the NFL now have never done it. They've never done it. We're out there for an hour and 15 minutes, and guys think it's hard. Like our OTAs were over 2 hours for sure in Baltimore, like when I was younger.
Pre-embellishing time?
Yeah, pre-embellishing. I'm not embellishing on that. It was legit. When in 2011 we came back from the CBA, and you could do a max of 3 hours on the field. We did a max of 3 hours. We did that 3 hours on the field. A horn blew, no stretch. A horn blew. We ran on the field, and then the horn blew at the end of practice, and we all ran off. And it just doesn't. It's not like that anymore. I do tell the guys. I don't want to go back to that, but there is value in doing that every now and then.
So, Tim, who's right now, in your opinion, who's going to be the Browns starting quarterback?
I think it's going to be Flacco the first part of the year. You have that veteran in there. You're going to have Shedeur Stewart or what is his name, Dylan Gabriel. I think the Browns end up letting Kenny Pickett go. I know that's what I would do. Deshaun Watson is still on the contract, but I think it's going to be Joe, old man Joe in the first part of the year, and then probably around week 6 or 7, maybe 8, we'll see Shedeur or Dylan in there.
We got 2 super chats, bro. 2 super chats. Juice Bellamy gave one, and Danny Littlejohn gave one.
Let me go back to Juice. Go ahead and read it, Big G, would you please?
Juice, for the $1.99, we appreciate you. He said DK had a knee was messed up last year, Tim. That's total facts. Trash knee. He missed a bunch of games. Ain't gonna miss a bunch of games this year.
He didn't miss a bunch of games last year. Come on.
He missed more than 2. And he got taken out of a bunch of games. Taken out where he didn't finish the game.
He played 15. He played 15 games last year.
Which means he missed 2 when he got taken out. A bunch of them. A bunch of them, he didn't finish the game.
Okay.
Because his knee was jacked up.
In the year before that, he had 8 touchdowns, and the year before that, he had 6. So was his knee messed up during those times too, or was it
bet corner time? DK get double digit touchdowns.
All right, 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 my ass. 30. If you're gonna talk strong, talk.
Hey, if you're gonna bet me, I'm gonna set the bet. 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can't tell each other what to bet. I mean, okay, so thanks, Juice, for the super chat. Got another super chat from the homie Danny Littlejohn. Tim, would you read that one for us?
Tim, better hope Omar Khan don't sign Jair or J-Ram. So I guess my question is for you guys is, what's the cap on the Steelers have right now? How are you guys gonna? I can see you guys get Ramsey. You guys can trade for Ramsey, but how much is Jair out there looking for? Are you guys going to be able to flip that bill? Because you guys I think you have 14 or 18 mil left?
Until TJ Watt signs his deal, or if they re-extend Highsmith's deal, or they extend Cam's deal, they can stretch money out and get any dude that they want.
Can't restructure. They can't restructure.
Yeah.
I was just curious on where you're going to get.
And I'm using B Dirt's terminology. That's a B Dirt thing. B Dirt says we can get anybody we want because we can flip this contract and that. Well, Pittsburgh can do the same thing.
No, and Omar Khan's a master at it, but
yeah.
I mean, but I think what Dan Littlejohn is saying, if you get another one of those corners with the Pittsburgh secondary definitely has taken a step up. Thanks. And to go along with that, the pass rush and the defensive front is taking a step up. So it won't be the same as it was last year.
If you guys got Ramsey, then I would be worried. Jair, from what I'm seeing is he's had some health issues, staying healthy.
He's always hurt. Yeah,
he's always hurt.
I'd rather Ramsey.
If I was the Pittsburgh Steelers or any team, I'd be throwing draft picks at him just to get him over.
For who? Ramsey?
For Ramsey. Yeah, I know he's older. He's like what? A year older than he's 30, and
Jair's 28, but Jair's always hurt.
Yeah.
Big
Another
G
super chat. Yeah.
from the homie Juice in the building. Go ahead and read that one, Big G.
Well, Tim, the OC for the Hawks didn't call slants. Tim, most of his routes slants, GOS, and post route outs. That's facts. That's facts. That's total facts. And we're going to be running some slants and inside routes all day and night with DK, Muth, Washington. Oh, dog. And I promise you Aaron Rodgers is going to throw it over the middle. I promise you that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's going to throw a lot of goes, too.
Yeah. No, not like that.
Come on. That dude's got a cannon. That's like saying that's like saying Russell Wilson's not going to throw. Throw,
he will. He will throw the long ball a few times.
Yeah, he will.
But Fee say, Tim, don't be pocket watchers, man. Stay out of our pockets, Tim.
Facts.
I was just
Facts.
asking because I wasn't sure how much money y'all had to, because G said you guys are going to be adding an offensive guy and a defensive guy. I'm just like, how much money you guys play with?
We can restructure 4 dudes right off the back. Highsmith, Move, Watt. We good.
Okay,
we good.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think they can get those two. I'm not expecting a big money offensive guy.
And how much is JJ? How much is TJ expected to get paid this year on his deal that he has right now?
He gonna get 41.
No, I'm saying is this. How much does he have on his current deal?
28. Right
28.
Now.
So you guys are going to only lose, 10 million. Okay.
But they'll restructure it to where they'll give him a lot in signing bonus, and this year he can only be like a $20 million cap hit. It's going to come down from where it's at now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Omar know what he's doing as far as that go. Big G, real quick to you, the Browns starting quarterback kickoff day opening. What do you call it football? You don't call it opening day. You call it tip-off in basketball.
Kickoff Sunday. Kickoff Sunday or kickoff week. Kickoff week.
Okay.
Kickoff Sunday.
So Brown starting quarterback when they open up the season against the Bengals, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Wisdom tells me they should start Flacco. But when do the Cleveland Browns do anything wise?
They have no wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom tells me it's Flacco. Now, what I'm hearing is Shedeur pushing, man. Because them reps that he was talking about being out on the field, where Gabriel and Pickett is leaving off the field, Shedeur staying out there with Flacco, bro. So Shedeur pushing. Shedeur's trying to ensure he's on the team. So wisdom states should go with Flacco, but ultimately it's going to be Shedeur Sanders. Ultimately.
Right now, Big G, we know how you feel about your bias, man. Is Will Howard better rookie than Shedeur?
That's hard to compare, Tate. Two different situations. Two different situations. Will Howard's going to sit behind a top 5 or 6 quarterback in NFL history. His development is going to be completely different than Shedeur Sanders' development. Not saying Joe Flacco's really that bad, but he ain't no top 25 quarterback in NFL history. And the Browns organization sucks. So the development is going to be different. I want to see how they develop.
Big G, Danny Lil John say, man, where is Bruh Man been?
I ain't seen him in a couple weeks, bro. I ain't seen him. So, Brother Man, we putting a word out for you, man. APB for Brother Man. If y'all see anybody see him in any live chat or any show, APB for Brother Man, we need to see you, bro. I don't know what happened to him, bro. Don't know.
Big G, Fee say, Big G, come on, man. Howard ain't that dude.
And the NFL, development means everything. In the NFL, either you come out the gate, like I'll give Cincinnati credit for this. They got one when they got Burrow. He came out the gate, and I was like, oh yeah, he a dog.
Shout out to the homie Reg in the building from Bartlett, Tennessee.
Yeah,
Steeler fan down there, and I like Tennessee, man. Tennessee's a nice state, man. I don't know if I all the way get down with the politics and stuff and the stuff that happened a couple years ago with the congressman they was trying to put out and stuff. So that's another story. Big G, where's Aaron Rodgers ranking AFC quarterbacks right now coming into the season?
Third.
Wow. Third?
In AFC quarterbacks or AFC North quarterbacks?
AFC North or AFC?
AFC, it says.
AFC.
AFC. Fifth. Let me see.
Name the others. Name the top.
So you got
Pat
Josh
Mahomes,
Allen,
Allen, Jackson, Burrow, CJ Stroud. He's sixth. CJ Stroud.
I think he's in that mix. He could be better than CJ Stroud. He could be better than Herbert. He could be better than Trevor Lawrence on any given day.
Trevor Lawrence trash.
Yeah,
but I'm saying he's considered a guy though. He's making $50 million. So I'm just saying I would go Mahomes, Burrow, Jackson, Allen. And then then like I said, then Rodgers is right there. The Steelers got 7 teams make the playoffs. Steelers got a top 7 quarterback in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I'll probably put him in top 10 because in the NFC, I'm gonna go Stafford.
Dak.
I'm not gonna go Dak.
Well, then
Jalen
cut the
Hurts.
deck.
I probably would take Jalen Hurts. He's a winner.
You got to give. He's a Super Bowl winner. Come on.
Yeah, I got to go Jalen Hurts. Purdy? You say Purdy?
Hell no. Get him out.
Why are you tripping so much on Purdy? I don't understand.
No, he's not better than him. No, never better than him. Never will be better than him, ever.
I mean, I don't
NFC.
I don't think so either. I mean, I say Stafford. I say Hurts.
Golf.
I'd rather Aaron Rodgers.
No.
You put Aaron Rodgers in golf offense.
There's another one. There's Chase Daniels. Add Chase Daniels in there. Yeah, add Chase Daniels. Chase the truth.
Daniels.
I mean, not Chase Daniels. Daniels, the kid from Jaden Daniels. He said Chase.
Oh, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. Add Jaden Daniels.
I was like, Chase Daniels. Who the hell is that?
But you said
Daniels.
I'm with B Dirt right now, Big G. You just said the other day I got to see more, so I can't put in there. You just said that on Pump Your Brakes.
Hey, man.
Yeah, we got to see their sophomore year.
Have you seen more since Wednesday? I don't know. Maybe you saw something we didn't see since Wednesday.
You know, I watch film all the time, bro. Daniels is different,
so you went
bro.
back and watched films on Jaden Daniels since Wednesday.
I've been watching. I watch anywhere. So y'all know. So like how other people watch TV shows and programs and stuff like that. I don't do that.
This Wednesday, so Wednesday night. So that means yesterday or today you watch film on Jaden Daniels. You changed
I watch 2 to 4 hours of film every single day. Every single day, even on Sunday, I watch 2 to 4 hours of film. I watch a lot of all 22 film. And evaluating what they have and what they traded for.
All right, well, you hadn't watched it Wednesday night because you said I got to see more. That was Wednesday, so maybe you went and saw more.
He better.
He younger. I ain't gonna say he better.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, hell, Russell Wilson beat Jaden Daniels last year.
Sure did.
But no, fellas, we about to wrap it up. Greg, get out of here on a Friday night. Let's just answer a couple more questions. Anybody got any questions in the live chat? Anybody got any questions? Go ahead and put them in there real quick. We got about 5 minutes. Answer a few questions before we get out of here. Oh man, somebody. Big Pun putting the sophomore slump on Jaden already.
Hey, it can happen.
Diabolical hater. He's a diabolical hater.
But it could. It's come on. It's facts. You know.
CJ Stroud had a sophomore slump last year.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did because defenses figured him out.
And you put him above Aaron Rodgers. He's a sophomore slump. What did you see on his film from last year?
I put him even before I watched film. I said Stroud's better than Rodgers. Right now,
that's what I'm saying.
Is better.
What did you see on this film that told you that? His
film was better than Rodgers' film last year, and he had a horrible year. His film was better.
Did he have 28 and 11?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. And he had a horrible year. Lost his number one wide receiver forever. Yeah, he lost his number one. He lost Nico forever. He lost a little slot wide receiver forever. Yeah, that dog. He had problems over there, and he still was out there battling. They had to lean on the running game a little bit last year with Joe Mixon.
20 and 12 last year.
Yeah. It's what a sophomore slump.
Yeah.
But he got it back this year because he got a gang of wide receivers. He got a gang of them.
He's got a good run game too.
He got 2 running backs, Nick Chubb and Joe Mixon's.
Yep.
He got 2 running backs.
So he was 20 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers was 28 and 11. Jaden Daniels was 25 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers played for a crappy team. That's almost
facts. That's facts. But Tate, I'm not throwing Rodgers on the bus. I'm telling you, Rodgers
Big
going
G.
for 30 touchdowns. He's going for 30.
I'll give him 28-ish again, but because it's going to be about 15 rushing touchdowns too. Big G, answer Craig Werlow's question, man. It's a good one.
Ramsey.
Read the question, please, sir.
Craig said, if you could only get one, who would you take? Ramsey, Alexander, Pitts, or Dobbs? Ramsey. Ramsey's problems, bro.
Yep.
Ramsey playing that nickel, playing that star role with Minka and Deshaun Elliott back there and Porter and the Steelers are go base nickel. They go base nickel with them guys.
I don't even know if they go
guys?
base nickel. They going lockdown. They going lockdown in that. They going lockdown like Jalen, you got dude. JPJ, you got dude. Let's get after the quarterback.
One-on-one all over the field.
And when they get tired, they go into cover 4. I mean, that's really how it's going to work. You got dude, dude. And they get tired, we going to cover 4.
If I'm going to rank that, I go Ramsey, Pitts, Dobbs, Alexander last for mine.
Mm-hmm.
For that one.
Mm-hmm. But the Steelers going to get one of them. They're going to get one of them. One of them. I guarantee that.
Tim, let us know where we can find you. What's next on the Running Through the Jungle channel, man? Just give us an update of what y'all got going on over there, man.
Yeah, so it's an off season
Wait.
right now.
Wait. I want to make you feel comfortable, like you at home. Go ahead, Tim.
Oh, it's so dumb. It's messed up. So you can catch us every Thursday at 8:05 on Running Through the Jungle. Right now during the off season, we're just doing one episode a week. So, or on Thursdays. When the regular season comes, we'll have some other shows in there. Or I'm gonna have my Who Day Weeklies back, but I'm gonna tweak it up a little bit. I'm gonna have do something new with it because I really didn't like the format I had last year. But I will have my own show probably on Mondays or Tuesdays. But yeah, you can catch us over there on Running Through the Jungle on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that stuff. I asked my question for Two Lions' answer.
What question? I'm going back and looking for it.
Where is it? I don't know. Sorry, AFL. I didn't see one.
Put it in the comments again. Put it in the comments again, FL, because I can't find it.
I'm going back looking. I don't see it either.
I'm looking. Let me see.
I'm sure it's in there, but it just could be so far back.
Let me see.
He
said, hey, here it is. He said, hey, Tim. Yeah, there it go.
Oh, how's your kicker? If he sucks, he will lose. He will lose you 2 games. Ours will win us 2 games. You talking about versus the Bengals? I guess. So our kicker.
He's saying 17. He's saying in 17 games season, Boswell gonna win us 2 games. Y'all kicker gonna lose y'all 2 games.
Well, we have Evan McPherson. He is back. He's healthy. And we just paid him a contract last year. Then he got hurt. Then we brought in some scrub from the Browns or somewhere. I don't know wherever the hell he was from. But Evan McPherson, he's a hell of a kicker. He was, the year before last year, the 2023 season, he was. We called him Money Mac, so he was guaranteed 50+ every single time. Last year,
I remember that. I remember that season, but yeah. So maybe I'm sure he's better. Better
he's not last year. Boswell's the future Hall of Famer. Boswell and Justin Tucker, those guys are future Hall of Famers. Don't
put Boswell in the same breath as Justin Tucker.
You have to, though. They're currently is Tucker even? No, did Tucker get released by the Ravens?
Yes.
Tucker ain't nobody in the league. Tucker ain't nowhere in the league.
So Boswell is the only future Hall of Famer right now in the league. He's probably the best kicker in the league. So, but McPherson, he is a good kicker. Hopefully he's back to that 2023 shape and is healthy and can definitely make kicks.
That's some garbage. Whoever put that up there, I don't know which one of y'all did it. I tell you, that wasn't you. I know. So it was somebody else being diabolical. He said, G, come on, I'll be quiet. When he leave, I'll be talking again. Okay. I ain't going nowhere. So you can kick rocks, whoever it is, with Big G's Just for Man. And yes, I use Just for Man. I ain't used it this week. So I don't care. I don't care. Listen, I love when people talk about me. Please talk about me. I love it. I love it. Oh, yeah, because I'm an old dude.
Big G.
I know. We old. Well, not old as Tate.
Big G. Yeah, I'm the oldest. I'm the wisest too, so I guess it go together. But but hey,
Questionable.
man, Big G, you didn't say nothing today, man. We didn't get to bust out the new graphics, so we're just gonna get out of here and end with it. Then you go ahead and take us home to Payway
Arrest Brett Favre.
after we see the new graphic you got, man.
Don't put the new graphic. I didn't do nothing to get the graphic. No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. When I do something, no, hell no, that ain't cool.
We gotta see.
No, you put the graphic up when I do something.
Let's see. Live chat, y'all want to see Big G's new graphic?
No.
Yeah.
No, Tim, that's bias.
Hey, I'm part of the chat most of the time. I know the rest of the crew wants to see it too. Yeah, see, Danny John.
No, Danny said hell. Danny said I'm out. Craig said no. See, the live chat is loyal, bro. The live chat loyal.
So then we ain't gonna get to see it till maybe next Wednesday. You trying to?
No, it might be the know-it-alls. I might say something. Ain't no telling where. I'll be on Pump Your Brakes. Something might happen.
Rob Lightfoot said yes.
That's
Felicia said yes. See? AFL.
Brent said let's hold up.
Come on.
Yeah,
You got people that don't make Big G cry. That's a yes from Robert.
Y'all some diabolical haters. Show the graphic and let's get the hell off the show.
Roll that.
Say
Big G blowing fire takes out there.
You can say whatever you want to say. It don't matter to me. I love.
There you go, Big G.
Yeah, I love attention, so it don't bother me.
But hey, fellas, man, Big G, go ahead and tell them what's going on, where to find you at next, find us at next, and let's get out here and watch the NBA Finals. Right now, we in trouble, though. I'm watching the Tigers and the Reds. It's 3-2. Tigers in the 6. Tigers got bases loaded, no outs, though. We in trouble.
You can find us on the Know-It-Alls podcast on Sunday. I think we're like 855 subs. We need 145 to get to 1K. We appreciate y'all. Anybody that rocks with us over on Steel Curtain Network, just hit the QR code, share with a friend, take a picture of it. You'll see us Sunday for sure on the Know-It-Alls podcast. On Monday, I'll be on the College Football Level Up College Football podcast with Andy and Sarah. On Tuesday, I'll be on Steelers Almighty. And then on Wednesday, I'll be back with Tate Boy Fresh, with Smash the Gas, and that boy Kirby, because you know how he get down. And then I'll be back again on Steel Curtain Network. We'll Pump Your Brakes with the Triple OG Shannon and Tate Boy Fresh. So that's my week, all week, every week. But I will not be in podcast land next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will not be in podcast.
So you gonna miss next Friday?
Yeah, I won't be here.
Okay, that's fine.
what?